And let's lift the spine nice and tall. So my front leg is, I've got that foot up on top if that feels good. And I'm just gonna lift a really nice tall spine. We're just gonna come into some nice deep breaths. So allow the backs of the hands to rest on the legs, palms to the sky. Lift up through the spine and center the head. Feel the shoulders on top of the hips. Now let's take 3 nice deep breaths. Inhale to a count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then pause and hold for 3. And then exhaling, count of 6. Taking that in breath to 6. Pausing and hold. Just allow yourself to take in that 3 breaths, resting, and then a nice long exhale to 6, really allowing ourselves to become present. And then one more time, nice full deep in breath to a count of 6. Pause and just receive. Let yourself be saturated with whatever it is that you need in this moment. And release it back out. Allow the eyes to gently open, and on an exhale, just hinge forward a little bit. Maybe you can come all the way down on the forearms. Maybe you can stretch the arms all the way out. And just take 2 nice Ujjayi breaths here. Just noticing how you feel through the back of the hips. Feel the length of the spine. Eyes to the earth, and then lift it all the way back upright. Now let's just take that top leg and take it side to side and open up into the hip a little bit. So in our yoga tone, we're going to hit all the parts of the body today, do a little bit of strengthening the legs for the knees. Let's gently release down, let that leg come down, bring the other one maybe on top, maybe not. And take a full in breath. And as we exhale, we're just going to melt over to the right. So you can come down on the forearms. Just let the sternum come down towards that right knee. Try to find a nice opening through that back left rib wall. And maybe stretch that left arm forward, right arm forward, or you could bend into that right elbow. Just take a couple of breaths, really stretching, reaching through the right fingertips. Tractioning, through the left fingertips and tractioning that left tailbone down. Really stretch. Allow the head to do a nice gentle no. And then a nice gentle yes. And then take and bring right ear, right shoulder. And just notice that little bit of neck stretch. Bring the head back to neutral. And let's just walk over to the center and then over to the left. I'm going to reach out to the right fingertips and I'm going to plant the right tailbone down. Place your left hand so that you can be really nice and open through the collarbone. And then begin to feel that whole half back right rib wall. Receive a deep stretch. Try to press your ribs, your shoulder blades to the right. Just flaying and opening up as much of that right back rib wall as you can. And then just do a nice yes with the head. Nice and slow. And then a nice no. Bring the head to neutral and bring left ear, left shoulder. I know it's not a full opening, just a partial opening. Just be with it. Find your breath. Eyes to the earth. And then slowly walk it back to the center. Spread the arms really wide and just descend down as much as you can. One more breath here. And then bring the hands back in and slowly lift all the way upright. Let's lengthen those legs out and give them a nice stretch. Shake them out a little bit. From there, allow yourself to come right into tabletop, please. And we'll do a little bit of warming into the hip sockets. So I'm going to use my knee pads. Allow yourself to look at the earth. And we're just going to extend the right leg back. and then sweep it in towards the elbow. We're going to keep the eyes to the earth, so we're going to keep the upper torso very stable. And we're just going to let that right knee touch the right elbow and extend straight back. And 4 more. Just a nice opening. Feel the length of that right leg. Last one. Good, and gently bring it down. Lift up onto the fingertips and find a nice cow spine. Really find a deep stretch from the pubic bone to the belly fibers up through to the sternum and the center of the collarbone. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, rock into a big cat spine. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, keep the cat spine and bring your tailbone down towards your heels of your feet. Rock forward on an in breath into cow, and 2 more of those. Really engage the pelvic floor, navel to spine as you come back into that cat and tailbone down towards the heels. Lift back up into tabletop, please. Stay on the fingertips, make a fist, the palms, your choice. Engage the shoulder blades, the knees hip width apart. And let's take that left leg back and bring elbow to knee. In and out. Feel a nice extension, flex into that left foot, coming in and out. And we have 4 more. Smile. Good. Feel that nice opening, working into that knee joint and left knee down. Lift up again onto the fingertips, fist or palm, your choice. And we're just going to bring that right leg out to the side, bring it down and back. In, out to the side, back down, stretch that right leg back to the end of the mat. Good, find the rhythm of your breath. Try to keep the upper torso very stable and breathe. Nice deep breaths. Nothing fast about this, it's just feeling the movement. Stretching that leg back, working into that hip, squeezing that right glute. Last one. And gently bring it in. From there, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, swan dive down, forehead to the earth, stack the palms. In breath, rise all the way back up, rotate the shoulders, lift up, maybe a little bit of the back bend, maybe not, and exhale back down into tabletop. Allow yourself, please, we'll switch to the left side. So plug the shoulder blades in, lifting up on the fingertips, fist or palm, whichever feels best to you. Keep the upper torso stable, and let's bring that left leg out to the side, down and back. And 9 more. Try to keep that upper torso very stable. Nice slow movements, extending back. Breathing. Nice and deep. Full deep breaths. In and out. Try to keep the arms elongated. 2 more. Good, and breathe. And knee comes down. Tuck the toes, let's lift up, hands to the hamstrings of the low back, and just find a little bit of a modified camel or a simple camel. Just take it easy, opening up that front side of the body. Good, 1 more full deep breath here. And then very, very gently come back upright. And let's bring the hands down to the earth, tuck the toes down, dog. Nice runner stretch. So we're going to take a different stretch here. Allow yourself to find a full down dog. And then bring your right foot out to the side and flatten it out. So it's almost like you were in Warrior 2 with your back leg. Your toes are out to the side. You're pressing into that outer edge of that right foot. You should feel a nice stretch into those upper hamstring attachments. 1 more breath here. Good, and then bring that right foot back in and allow yourself to take the left foot out to the side. So I'm rolling my left toes out about 45 degrees towards the side of the mat. I'm pressing into the full bottom of that left foot into the outer edge of the foot. I'm on the right toes, my right heel is not touching the earth, but I'm really pressing into that outer foot, stretching into those upper hamstring attachments, the inner attachments. Good, and then allow yourself to come into your full down dog. And from there, let's just very gently bring the feet towards the hands, nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Interlace the fingers, bring the 1/5 behind the head. Nice deep breaths in and out. One more here. And then very gently release the hands down. Take the left hand out to the lower right foot, ankle, leg. Straighten that right leg and bend into the left knee. Taking that right arm to the sky and stretching into the back of that right leg. Smile. We'll get into some cardio here in just a moment. Slowly bring that right hand down. Soften into both knees. Take the right hand to the outside of the left lower leg, heel, ankle, calf, wherever you can reach. Straighten that right leg, bend into the left knee, and on an in-breath, bring that left arm up to the sky. Good, and breathe into the stretch. Nice, full, deep breath. On your next exhale, bring the left hand down. Cross the thumbs at the base of the feet. Bring the upper torso to the lower torso. And on an in-breath, rise up to a count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the palms together and exhale down to the heart. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. One more full deep breath here. Good, and then turn to the side of your mat and come to the center, please. Good, from here, hands onto the hips. And we're just going to take and open the feet out to the side. We're just going to bend into the knees and lift. A couple more times. Just feel how much you can lengthen up into those knees. And this is a nice beginning cardio movement to work on those knees. So we're just going to keep the feet, the toes rolled out, and we're going to step to the right and bring the left foot. Step the left foot out and bring it to the right. Only go out as far as you can bend into the knees and begin to find your breath side to side, in and out. Find that smile. Begin to feel the heat. Side to side. Good. Just a few more, 30 seconds here. Warming up those knee capsules by working into them. Working into those upper legs, the inner outer thighs. Take your time. Almost there. Breathing into it. Good. And then allow yourself to come back to center. Bring the hands forward and make a fist. Keep the pinky fingers more centered. Allow yourself to bring the upper torso forward. And we're just going to step back. In and out. Good, and breathe, 30 seconds. In and out. Press your hands to keep that upper core engaged. Shoulder blades down, navel to spine. Working into that balance. Tapping forward and back. Strong into that left foot, building the strength into that left leg. In and out, just stay with it, find your focus, and breathe. Almost there, and then we'll switch sides. Good, switch to the left. Good, and breathe, 30 seconds, in and out. Nice deep breaths. Breathe. Really feel the contact of the right foot from the big toe mound to the pinky toe mound. Only coming back with that left foot as you can keep that connection, that stability Good, draw it all the way back up, hands to the hips, and we're just gonna take a curtsy to each side. So reach back, take your time. Try to come down into the knees. Be mindful. Use the compressed toes to engage the knee attachments to protect that knee. 30 seconds here. Breathing in, maybe coming a little further back. Adjust your rate or the depth of your step back. Find that focus. Breathing, we're almost there. Good. And last one, each side. Come all the way back up. Palms of the heart. On an in-breath, lift up onto the toes. Palms to the sky and back down. And lift. And lift. And lift. See if you can stay up onto those toes a little bit longer. Good. Now we're going to split the feet out to split apart. Lift up onto the toes, lift the palms up, and come down and touch. Inhale, lift, down. Inhale, lift, down. So building ankle strength. Good. 3 more. And last one. And hands to the hips. Take a full in breath and full out breath. If you have your weights, allow yourself please to grab them. You can use, I'm going to use 5 pound. You don't even have to have a weight if you don't want. You can use a lesser weight. I'm going to switch down to lesser ones as we come into our warrior series. Allow yourself to stand feet hip width apart. I'll show from both sides. And we're just going to allow ourselves, please, to just bend into the elbows and bring the weights towards the underarms. Pull the shoulder blades down and just take a couple of breaths. Center the head. You're going to begin to feel which muscles are really working here. Engage navel to spine. Keep drawing the shoulder blades towards the spine. Work into the feet. So lift the instep. Feel the full contact with the 4 corners of the feet, the ball mound, the heels. Press into the big toe mound. One more breath here. Good. We're going to take a full in-breath. And as we exhale, we're going to take and step that right foot back, come down and lift up, back and up, back and up. So from this side, you have to really find that stability of the hips and the shoulders, in and out. Good, 30 seconds, and breathe. Have to really stay strong in that standing leg. Keep your balance, and breathe. Again, this can be done without the weight. Almost there. Keep that breath flowing. Last one, stand up. Switch sides, here we go. Step back and up. Go at your own pace. It does not have to be fast. Build the weight, press strongly into the foot. Build the strength of that standing leg. Breathe in and out. Full 30 seconds. Breathe. Nice, we're almost there. Full deep breaths. In and out. Last one. And draw it all the way up.
Full in breath. Full out breath. We're going to take and draw the weights, tucking the elbows into the side ribs. Feet hip width apart, knees soft, horse stance. Take a full in breath and just step that right foot forward. Good. Really set a solid foundation. Press into the left heel. Bring the arms down. Rotate the palms back, shoulder blades down. And bring the arms back. And lift, 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 lift. Strong into your feet. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Navel to spine. Bend into that right knee. Left foot flat onto the floor. 10, 9. Just continue to move. Yes, and 5, 4, 3, and last one. Bring the elbows back in, step in. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. One more full deep breath. And on the exhale, step that left foot forward. Good. Bend into the knee, press into the back of the right leg. My toes are coming all the way forward. So I have a deep stretch through the back of that right leg. Take a full in breath. And as you exhale, rotate the weights down by your hips. Turn the back of the hands to the front. Navel to spine. Make sure you're strong into that left leg. Feel the four corners of your feet. Press into that big left toe mound and lift your instep. So you want to have a real rooted connection here. Extending and pressing into that right heel. And lift, lift, breathe. Nice. Keep the navel to spine, squeezing the tush to protect the back. Nice movements. Feel the contraction of a good portion of those back muscles, the traps. Stay soft into the neck. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. Continue. 3, 2, 1. Bring the elbows back in, hug them right into your rib cage, and step back foot to front foot. Bring the weights down to the side. If you need, get lighter weights. We're going to stand right here and just bring the arms out. Really pull those shoulder blades down. Navel to spine. And bring that right foot forward. And balance. Look at yourself as being that tree. Left leg, the root, the trunk. Just really squeeze the shoulder blades down, navel to spine. And release. Leg down, arms down. Let's roll the shoulders. Roll in the other leg. Take a full in breath and chin to chest. All the way back up. As you're ready, let's bring the arms back out to the side. Shoulder blades are down, navel to spine. Shift and bring that left foot forward. Find your focal point and breathe. Nice deep breaths. Good. 2 more. Strong into that standing leg, please. Navel to spine. Good. And bring it down. Roll the shoulders back. Let the head move 3 times. Let the heavy weights really release. Now forward. Move the head. Move the entire body. Good. And release it down. I'm going to grab my lesser weights. So I have 1 2-pound and 1 3-pound. Now let's just transition into warrior 1. So bring your left leg forward, pivot onto the back heel. Begin to bend into that left knee and really squeeze the tush. Nice and tight. Good, the arms are straight down beside you. Lift all 5 left toes. I want you to really feel the left big toe mound, that left inner heel, the outer left heel, and the outer pinky toe mound. Good, really engage that leg. Let it be strong. Feel the quads. Really tighten up. Good, and then on an in-breath, bring the arms forward, shoulder blades down. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, rotate the fists to the sky, bring the elbows back and in, and reach out, knuckles to the sky. Bring the palms, rotate, draw it in, exhale, and inhale. And exhale, really strong into the legs, and reach. Extend out, rotate, bring it back in. So the knuckles are towards the sky, or the palms towards the sky as you bring them back in. Good, we have 2 more. Rotate, back to the hands as you come forward. Rotate, and reach. Switch, bring it back. 2 more. Strong, slow movements, flowing with your breath. Inhale, forward, exhale back. Good, place the hands on the hips, take a full in breath, and a full out breath. From there, allow yourself to turn the right toes forward, open up into the left, and find your warrior 1 on the left side. Allow yourself to extend the arms out. Really work into that extended left leg. Pull the left hip back. Here we go. Hugging in, navel to spine, shoulder blades down. Rotate the palms to the sky, bring it back. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Just continue. Nice strong movements. Hug the feet towards each other. Work into that extended right leg. Keep that left leg, knee towards that left pinky toe, in and out. Slow, precise movements. Feel that engagement of the shoulder blades. The traps as you work into them. Whoops, I forgot to rotate. Last 2. Last 1. Good, hands to the hips. And let's gently bring all of the toes all the way forward. From there, open up into the right toes and find your warrior 1. Warrior 2. Ooh, those arms are getting tired, aren't they? Take the weights out if you need. Rotate the palms to the sky. Really stretch out, but hug the shoulder blades into the spine. On an exhale, let's just bring the weights right above the elbows and then release. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Really keep the legs solid. Build strength in the legs. Lift all 5 right toes to help protect that knee. Good, and 3 more. And 2 more. And last 1. Good, reach out. Bring the weights beside the hip. Straighten the front leg. Let the back toes turn in a little bit more. And just lengthen out into a triangle. Take that, you can bind, you can bring that top arm to the sky if your arm isn't too tired, or you can just rest the weight right on your wrist. Good, eyes to the sky, down to the earth. 1 more breath. Soften into the front knee and rise all the way back up. Good, bring the weights down. Let's roll the toes forward and switch sides. As you're ready, extend the arms. Make sure that you're really pulling the shoulder blades down. Soften into that front knee and find your warrior two. And then rotate the palms to the sky. Notice what that does to your shoulders. Good, breathe. I always forget to cue, if you want, you can lift that heel of that front foot in your warrior two. And then allow yourself to bring the weights up on top and release. And 2 more. I want you to really keep those shoulder blades engaged. That's a lot of work. If you're up on the left toes, you're going to be working that inner groin. Please keep the neck soft, base soft. Good, and 4 more. 3 more. Last one. Good, and bring hands to the hips. Bring that left heel down, straighten that left leg, and find your version of triangle. Good, and breathe. Let the weight just really open up. You can traction it onto the leg to protect that low back. You can bind that back arm. You can bring it up to the sky if you want and take it up and over. That will be a nice stretch into that upper track, that upper shoulder. Or you can just keep it down behind you and use this as a resting pose. 2 more breaths. Breathe. And then as you're ready, eyes to the earth, rise all the way back up. All 10 toes forward. Allow yourself, please, to soften into the knees. Just drop the weights down to the hips. And let's draw the heels in and soften into the knees and sit down a little bit. Really feel the length of your spine. Now lift all 10 toes to protect those knees. Really squeeze the glute to protect the back. Take another breath here. And let's bring left arm under right and both elbows to the left. Keep sitting down. If you need to come out at any time, do so. Let's lift up onto the right toes. Lift that right heel. Good. 1 more breath. Bring the heel down, elbows to neutral. Let's rise all the way up. Touch the palms. Exhale, round. Come all the way down. Let the arms cross in the center. Open up, look up, watch your balance. And then exhale, bring the arms in, cross them as you come down. Good, elbows onto the thighs, adjust the feet. Sit back, and again, I'm really lifting all 10 toes to engage and protect those knees. 1 more full deep breath. Good, really hug in, take the arms out to the side. Sweep them down and rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands to the hips. Again, we soften into the knees and allow yourself to sit down. When you're starting to get really tired, I bet yours are too. Now let's take right arm under left and take both of the arms over to the right. Really sit down, squeeze the glutes and lift up maybe onto the left toes. Good, and breathe. Really pull the tailbone down, squeeze the glute really tight. Open up into that left shoulder. 1 more full deep breath. Good, bring the elbows to neutral and lift up onto all 10 toes. Really squeeze the glutes. Feel that nice stretch in the inner groin, inner thigh. Heels come down, sweep the arms out to the side, straighten the legs. Bring the palms together over the crown of the head. And exhale down to the heart. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. Good, 1 more full deep breath here, please. And you can jump the feet together, you can step them together, you can heel toe. I'm having to be very, very careful with these knees. Go ahead and shake out. Nice. Let's come up to the top of the mat. Make sure that if you have a resistance band, to have that handy so you can reach it. If not, maybe a block to use up to the top of the mat. Let's take and lift right into chair pose. And I'm going to give a modification to this chair pose. If you have a ball handy, I invite you to bring your entire tush, your entire back onto that wall, imprint the low back, and bring the arms forward. Lift up all 10 toes, and then find a plank body. And boy, I can really, really feel this in my knees. But just sit as much as you can. My shoulder blades are on that wall. My navel is to spine, pelvic floor is engaged. I'm squeezing the glutes, an imaginary wedge between the legs. This is a really safe way to build some strength, and it's just how many muscles you engage without jamming your jaw. Let's go another 10 seconds, 30 seconds here. Really imprint your low back to the wall. Pull the shoulder blades down. Really engage to those inner legs. And then palms down. Ink your way back up. And let's re-enter to the top of the mat if you'd like to come to a wall. I really encourage you to do those. Those are great to strengthen the knees. Here we go, arms out to the side, all the way to the side, palms together. And exhale all the way down. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step left foot back, right foot back, and come into plank. We're going to take 15 seconds here. So if you need, drop down onto your forearms. That's where we're going to go next for our next 15 seconds. You can also come on down to the belly. Good. We're almost there. Now bring your knees down on the toes. Really engage the core muscles. Pull the shoulder blades down. We want to transition very carefully onto the forearms. We're going to bring the hip points forward. You can keep the knees on the floor and come into modified dolphin plank or full plank. But again, press into the forearms, round the upper back. 15 seconds. Breathe. Pull the shoulder blades down, navel to spine. Nice deep breath. Using all of our body weight to build strength. Nice deep rich breaths. Breathing fully and completely. If you need, bring your knees down. We're going to transition into dolphin plank on the left side. So bring the left hand in 45 degrees. Roll on to the left side. You can layer the feet or stack the feet. You can use the bottom or the top arm to lift the hips, or you can bring that arm up to the sky and then lift the hips. Pull the shoulder blade down, 15 seconds. Nice deep breaths in and really lift and rise. You can bind that arm if you want. You can keep the hand on the floor. If you want more, lift that leg. You notice I have to put my hand down to lift that leg. Woo! And then roll forward. Realign. Bring the right hand forward 45 degrees and switch sides. 15 seconds. Nice deep breaths. Hug the inner legs together, lift the hips. You can also be all the way down and just create space. Let it be exactly what you need. You can bring that arm up and over. Last 5 seconds. Good. Breathe. And gently release. Roll all the way forward into Sphinx Cobra. Allow yourself to turn right and left. Just loosen up. And then come all the way down onto the belly. Stack the palms, bring the forehead down. Make sure you're in alignment. Lift the right leg, anchor it down, and then the left. Lift the kneecaps, squeeze the glutes. And we're gonna take and stack both hands on the small of the back. Let your right palm be on top. Eyes stay to the earth, but you wanna lift through the collarbones, not the head. As you're ready, on an in-breath, we're gonna look to the right. Bring that right arm all the way out. Rotate the palm to the floor. I'm gonna watch as it comes all the way forward. Now lift the legs. 5 seconds. Good, breathe. Eyes go to the floor, but head is lifted slightly. Last second here. Keep the legs up on the exhale. Bring the right hand back to stack. Turn the head to the left. Bring the legs down, head down. You're on that right here. Take a full in breath and full out breath. On the in breath, allow yourself, please, to bring the head back up, widen through the collarbones. So I'm still looking at the floor, but I'm lifting through the collarbones. I'm very anchored into the legs. And then as I'm ready, I'm going to take and extend that left arm out. Palm is to the sky until it comes to the shoulder. I'm going to roll it around. My head is watching. And I'm going to bring it all the way forward and then lift my legs so you can keep the legs anchored. Good. 5 seconds. Breathe. Lay into the toes. Really lift the thighs off the floor. Lifting that upper torso. Good. Keep the legs lifted. Turn the head to the right as the arm goes to the left. Stack that left palm on top of the right. And exhale, head and legs down. Gently release the arms beside you and press back into child's pose. Oh, take a full in breath and full out breath. One more full deep breath here, please. And then very gently bring it back up into tabletop. And we're going to take and bring the feet to one side, come down onto the opposite hip, and bring the feet forward. Lengthen those legs out. Make sure you can reach your strap, please, and give them a nice shake. Let's raise up to the sky, and on an exhale, melt all the way down to the earth. Allow the hands to come underneath the tailbone. And draw the right knee to the chest and then the left. Ooh, and print that low back and take the head side to side. Some of you who have really strong core can bring your arms up overhead. That's way too much for me, so I'm going to keep my hands tucked in. I'm going to bring my legs up to the sky. I'm going to really tuck my chin into the hollow of the throat and engage the navel to the spine and imprint that low back. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, bring the legs down a third. And then maybe another third, but you got to keep that low back engaged, so you're not going to be able to bring those legs down very far. If you do, boy, you're amazing. And then on an in breath, bring it back up. Good, let's do one more that way, and then we're going to add on to it. So tuck the chin, bring the shoulder blades down, navel to spine, and bring the legs down a third. I'm really open my toes wide. I'm flexed deeply into that foot. Bring it down another third. And it's actually not a third because I'm not hovering them above the earth. Some of you may be able to do that. I cannot. And keep that low back really engaged. Really pull in that navel to spine. Good, and then bring the legs up to the sky. From there, we're just going to take the resistance band, or you can use a block. And we're just going to take and bring them just below the knee crease. Actually, bring them by the ankles to start. I'm sorry. I jumped ahead one. And let your legs separate enough that you can feel the legs energized. Lay into the toes. I'm going to keep my hands wedged underneath my low back or use the wedge. And on an exhale, down a third.
Notice how those legs have really fired up. Keep your chin tucked, bring them down another third. Good, and then another third. And 10, 9. Just hold, really squeeze, pelvic floor, navel to spine. Please don't bring your shoulders up towards your ears. I can feel mine trying to do that. And 1, legs all the way up to the sky. Good, just bend into the knees and lift, bend into the knees and lift. Now flex the feet and bend into the knees, both knees, rise up. Good, one more time and lift it up. We'll do one more of those, and we're going to hold to a count of 10 at each level. So imprint the low back, pull the shoulder blades down, lay, widen the toes, flex the feet, navel to spine, pelvic floor engaged, down a third. Keep your breath going, 10, 9, keep pulling the legs into that resistance band or hug a block. Good, and another third, 10. And continue, 10 seconds. Breathing. Keep the shoulders away from the ear. Keep pulling the spine in, really working those legs. Pulling navel to spine, excuse me, not the spine in. If you can, the next level, and 10 seconds. Really breathe. There should be no tweaking of the low back. Keep the legs high if we need. Lots of work here, legs, abs, and bring it back up to the sky. Good, from there, just take and bring the resistance strap just above the knee creases so that they're on that uppermost side closest to the knee, and bring the feet down. And just do a couple of pelvic tilts. Let the feet be hip width apart or slightly wider, not much so. And imprint the low back. Allow yourself, I have my hands on my palms. I want to keep that low back engaged. And I'm just going to take the knees out to the side and bring them back in. Keep the feet engaged. The inner foot is going to roll as you bring the knees out. Good, and we have 40 more. You're going to really start to feel this burn, working into the inner outer thigh. Squeeze the glute, imprint the back. Soft through the face. Good, and breathe. 20 more. Eight, 7, 6, 5. This is hard for a yoga teacher to count these down. Good, bring it to stillness and hug both knees into the chest and rock side to side. I'm sure by now you all realize that I don't always count a full 10 count. Gently bring the feet back down, please. Walk the heels back. We're going to take and lengthen the arms along the side wall of each respective side of the body. Tuck the chin into the hollow of the throat. And now bend into the elbows. Please hug your upper arms into your rib cage. Let the palms face each other. Find the feet firmly. So feel the big toe mound, the little toe mound, the outer edges of the heel on both feet, and press into the big toe of each foot. I want you to see if you can lift the instep of that foot. It's a very subtle movement. It's called a short foot. It really engages all the ligaments and tendons in the foot. Keep the chin tucked, elbows in, and use an exhale to rise up. Adjust, make sure you have a nice length through the back of the neck, and then we're going to take the legs wide and bring them back to hip width apart. Good, and 50 of these out to the side. Keep hugging into the upper arms. Try to stay level as much as you can on the feet. The inner edges of the feet will open up, but you want to make sure you're really squeezing your glutes. Draw the knees out to the side. Feel the strengthening of the inner outer leg muscles. Working all of the muscles that support the knee, and just continue to move. Good. 5,
Actually, not 5. Keep going. I said 50. Really squeeze. Try to keep the integrity of hugging squeezing the glutes. That's the hardest part for me. Keeping those glutes nice and tight. 10. Keep the quality of the breath. 3, 2, 1. And spine down. Bring the arms down. 5 pelvic tilts. Take your time. Let them be yummy, please. And release. From there, please allow yourself to just take leave the strap on just above the knee creases. 1 more. And we're going to roll onto that left side. So smooth as best you can that resistance strap out. And we're going to roll onto the left side. So align with the left side, the side of your mat. Knees are going to come forward. Make sure your heels are back. You can keep the head resting down, or you can lift it up, your choice. Some of you are going to lift your heels up and you're going to squeeze them together, play the toes. Pull the shoulder blades down, tuck the tailbone under, and then we're just going to open and close. 20, and breathe. You can also keep it down on the floor and lift. Good. Number 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep those feet flexed, toes wide. Good. And 3, 2, 1, and release. Switching sides. So you guys can just roll to the other side of your mat, coming down on that right side. Again, you can be all the way down. What feels good to you? Make sure you've got that nice long spine in line with the heels. Front hand can rest in front to support you. You can bring the heels up or not. Squeeze the heels together, play the toes wide open, and then lift. And 20 of those. Good. And breathe. Engage the pelvic floor. Last 10. Good, and breathe. Keep those feet flexed. Nice deep breaths. And release. Allow yourself to gently roll onto your back, please. Hug the knees into the chest, release that resistance band. You can also just use the stretchy bars, the rope, stretchy ropes, or you can have a long one and just tie a knot into it. Allow yourself, please, to bend into the knees. And we're just going to take a twist to the right, head to the left. Take a couple of breaths here. Allow yourself to integrate all the movement, all the muscles. Try to let everything relax. You've spent an entire hour building a little bit of cardio, some strength in all the muscles. So now just allow yourself to really find a space of letting those muscles go, allowing the body to just receive the gift, the emotional body and the mind body. Please bring the head back to neutral and bring the knees up to the sky and melt them over to the other side. So this evening, I don't know of any particular time, they're talking about the Christmas star. Jupiter and Saturn, I believe, are the 2 planets that will be closest together in the sky. And they are predicting that there will be another bright star, and I'm sorry I can't give you the name of it. I've forgotten. So if you choose, look up into the night sky tonight. They're saying that this happens very rarely, and again, I'm sorry I don't remember how many years ago it's been.
since Jupiter and Saturn have been that close. And then very gently bring the head back to neutral and the knees. And just allow the right arm to stretch up and overhead towards the right side of the mat and then the left. And then lengthen out the right leg and the left leg and just come into star pose. Take 3 breaths here and just radiate the light of the season, whether it's the Christmas tree or the candles lit, the menorah. I don't want to be over, but just allow yourself to sparkle in this holy season. One more breath. And then very gently bring the arms forward one at a time, bend into one knee and then the other. And then slowly roll over onto one side and bring it up to the sitting bones. Bring the soles of the feet together. Interlace the fingers and just fold forward. Take 3 nice deep breaths here, just softening through the back. Deep stretch into the inner groin, let the knees get heavy. And with your next in-breath, lift back up, palms to the heart. Namaste.